Hi guys, it's Allie with Chaos Monkey, and I am doing an unboxing on the KetoKrate. Now I know this is not a yarn related thing, so feel free to just skip the video, and it should be in the description, so you know you're not interested. But I am ketogenic, in case you guys didn't know. Oh, sorry about that. I am. I've been keto for about 2 years, and I've lost probably about 45 pounds. Maybe more. I don't know because I only weigh myself when I go to the doctor because I don't have a scale. But I did it primarily for health reasons. And so anyway, I got my first KetoKrate, and I kind of just wanted to show you guys what was in it and just do a real unboxing. Everything in here, they just curate it. They don't make any of the items, so they just kind of curate all of the people that make keto items. And I kind of wanted to do it this way because you get to test one item and see if it's any good before you have to go buy like multiples, because some companies make you buy like 5 or 10 of something, and you really want to make sure you like it before you're in that situation. So this gives you an opportunity to try everything and also to see all the ingredients, to see if it's keto enough for you or not keto enough. So anyway, there are rules to the box. There's no maltitol, no aspartame, no soy, and no sucralose. And there's a couple of different kinds. There's KetoKrate, and then I think there's one called Keto Box. But I just decided to kind of go with KetoKrate first to kind of try it out. And here's the lid of the box. So they're just pretty much just telling you what they're doing. And they like to support companies that are environmentally conscious, and that where they don't put any sugar or sugar-like things in. Oh, look, it's a Valentine. Yeah. Anyway, this is my first box, so if I kind of fumble through, that's why, because I'm kind of feeling my way around. But this is the February box for 2020. From what I've seen from the website, it is sold out. I didn't see any coupon codes or anything, but if I find some coupon codes for KetoKrate, I will put it in the description below. I did use the code off of another podcaster who did an unboxing. I don't personally have a code, but I'll see if maybe I can find one just to include down below as like a general code, or even as a link to maybe one of the other keto podcasters if you're interested. I do watch some keto people because you're always learning with the diet. You're always trying to figure out what's going on. And new information comes out all the time. Aw, I love you as big as my butt used to be. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's net carbs and chill. And unlike my butt, my love continues to grow. So that's the other side, because you can cut them in half as little. You're my favorite snack. Oh, that's cute. But as I was saying, the February box is sold out according to the website. But March, if you get in, you can get the March crate if you want to. And again, I'll try to find a code to throw down below for you guys. I can't remember how much I got off. I think it was 10 or 15%. And they usually, from what I've seen from the unboxings, they had a pretty good variety. And they also always offered some type of meat. So it looks like we do have a meat stick here. And it is kosher beef stick original. Gluten-free, no nitrates. So for a beef stick, you're going to probably get as healthy as you can. I don't really eat beef sticks, but there is corn syrup in it. It looks like. But again, just to try things out, eating things in small quantities. I'm not going to be taste testing anything because there's a big box, and I don't have anybody to taste test with. But some of the other keto people that unbox the box do taste tests. So all you do is just Google it in your YouTubes. Google in your YouTubes. Listen to how I'm speaking. When you're in YouTube, just say KetoKrate, and you'll see everybody who's unboxing, and quite a few of them will give everything a taste for you. Now this looks like it's just electrolytes, so you add it to your water. And if you guys don't know, keto people usually need a lot more electrolytes, especially when you first start. So that's interesting. I won't go over all of the ingredients, like I said, there's other unboxers who go over all the ingredients. There's some that do all the tasting. I just kind of want to show you to get you an idea of what's in a box. This is a cinnamon roll. It is gluten and sugar-free. Small batch cookie. I can't see who it's from. It's a really small writing. Something Market. Explorado. Hold on. Need my reading glasses. Yeah, Explorado Market. And they'll tell you all the ingredients. Again, or you know, no sugar. That looks really nice. So it's nice just to get some treats. I make all my own food now. So I was kind of getting bored. And every once in a while you get like a major sugar craving. And you don't feel like trying to make your own keto stuff. There's not much in here. This is all air, folks. There's this much chips in there. This is soy-free, nut-free, vegetarian. And keep in mind, we can't eat potatoes on keto. But these are veggie protein puffs that they made into potato chips. Looks like non-GMO. So interesting. So again, like small amounts, so as long as you're careful, you shouldn't blow your diet or your carb limit, but you do have to be careful on what's in here. Keto bars. See, I haven't tried any of the bars from any of the manufacturers yet, so I'm looking forward to that, because apparently some of the bars are really good. Excuse my dog if you hear him barking. We got 2 meat this month. Look at that. Grass-fed beef, uncured bacon, sea salt, and cracked pepper bar. Ooh, that sounds good. Look at that. Refrigerate after opening. Oh, there will be none left. No. That will be eaten. Wow. Okay. So we got a couple of meats. We got some Smart Cakes by Keto Friendly. Haven't heard of them yet. Vanilla Latte is the flavor we got. And as you can see, if you want to get an idea of the fiber, the protein, the sugar, the starch, and the calories. Total carbs 9 grams, and that is 2 servings per container, so that's per 1 cake. We got some crunchy cheese, spicy cheese, nourishing, intact snacks. 10 protein, 28 total carb. Oh, I'm sorry, 28. I was going to have a heart attack. 2 gram total carb. Gluten-free. It was at an angle, and I thought that G was an 8. 100% cheese. No artificial ingredients at all. That's my jam. So, yeah. And there's quite a bit in there. That's a pretty good snack. Ooh, there's another keto bar. Or another Kiss My Keto. Chocolate cookie dough. So that is awesome. I hope you guys can see this. I hope I'm not out of focus. It's kind of hard to tell from where I'm standing. 19 grams fat, 9 protein, 3 carb. And there's another bar. Goodness gracious. I wanted to try bars like I got my wish. This is Monk Pack. Keto granola bar. 1 gram sugar, 2 grams net carbs. Vegan, gluten-free, grain-free, peanut butter. So even if you might be interested in just to check out some boxes if you are just trying to eat a little cleaner or get interested in some people who provide some cleaner snacks. Some of it is vegan, so if you are a vegan, you can kind of eyeball some of this stuff out and go, hey, I want to give that a try. Here is, ooh, goodness, we got chocolates for Valentine's Day. Dark chocolate thins with hazelnut. I love hazelnut. Ooh, okay, sweetened with stevia, so I hope I can eat it. Stevia tends to taste very, very bitter to me. In fact, I taste all artificial sweeteners as bitter. I don't know why. I guess some people just do. And so stevia is extremely bitter to me. So I will have to see, depending on how they mix like all the other flavors, if it can hide that. If it can't, I might have a really hard time eating that. Ooh, oh my gosh, you guys. I think we got a box of cereal. We did. We got a box of cereal. So if you miss cereal, it's called Magic Spoon. It's 12 grams protein, 3 gram net carbs, And that's usually what we go by as net, which I think is like the fiber subtracted the carby goodness, the actual net, not the total. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. We had somebody come to the door and everybody went crazy. So I just wanted to finish up real quick. Putting the real in cereal. Ha ha ha, I get it. Magic spoon, there's quite a... Let's see. I'm trying to see the amount. 7 ounces for the box. But you can see here, let me get this box out of the way. You can see how cool the box is on the bottom. I like the orange boxes for the KetoKrate. High protein, keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, wheat free, nothing artificial, childlike cereal for grown-ups. Hold on to the dream. So that's awesome. I have missed cereal a little bit, I'm telling you. So if you look here, 3 net carbs per serving, which is 3/4 of a cup. So keep in mind, you do have to eat fairly small portions, which is fine. When you're already keto, you usually have your hunger under such good control that you don't get hungry. So that you don't need huge portions of stuff anymore. So anyway, that was it. So I have to actually find, I'm going to have to get some type of milk to have this with, because I don't have milk in the house. But I'm going to get maybe some almond milk to try it out. So that's really awesome. Or you could just eat it dry, I suppose. But yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 products. And I think that's about average. I think we always get about 12 or 13 products, which I think is really awesome. There's a great variety. There's chips, there's cheesy bites, so there's sweet, there's savory. There's a lot of bars this month to choose from, because I am trying to find a decent keto bar for like on the go. And we got 2 meats this month, which I'm really excited to try. This one more than this one. But if I don't want to eat this one, I'll feed it to my boyfriend. And then, of course, some nice chocolates for Valentine's Day, and some little cakes. So this is really awesome. So I'm probably going to continue for another month for March, and I'll let you know when I open the March crate what I really loved out of the February crate. I'll keep the packaging and some notes and tell you what was really awesome and what wasn't, and what it tasted like, because it's just me that's keto in the household, so I'm going to kind of nibble through this throughout the month. Another reason I didn't want to open everything right up front. So I'll let you guys know how it goes if you are interested. And again, I'll try to find a promo code to save you guys a few bucks if you want to try it down below in the description. So alright you guys, I will talk to you later. Bye. Hi guys, it's Allie again, and I am just going to go ahead and do my thoughts on everything in the crate and just add it to the end of the video, because I did eat them all probably within a couple of weeks. And I kept the wrappers so I could remember what I was doing. Oh, the chocolates, there might be food particles. The chocolates were good except for the aftertaste, and I found out through doing this box and also doing Keto Chow that I kind of, I don't do well with erythritol or stevia. I knew I didn't do well with stevia. It was very, very bitter to me. But I pretty much react the same way with erythritol, and I guess some of us do. So unfortunately, all of the sweet stuff in here had erythritol or stevia in it, and this one had stevia, which I was already worried about, you remember, but it was okay. The chocolates were okay. It was definitely a dark chocolate. It was definitely on the better side, but the aftertaste is what got me. I didn't taste any hazelnut, but it was the lingering stevia aftertaste that literally lasts like an hour after I eat this. I brush my teeth, I brush my tongue, I try to get rid of it, and it stays. But keep in mind that I've discovered that I am sensitive to stevia and erythritol. So if you don't have that problem, you'll probably love everything in these crates, because they do have some savory stuff, but they do have a lot of sweet stuff. So I'll tell you which ones I kind of reacted with. Let me get that out of there. So the chocolates were really good. There's still a lot in here because I just can't do the aftertaste. My boyfriend did try some of this, and he doesn't taste the aftertaste or he kind of does with the stevia, but he doesn't really notice the erythritol at all. So I guess some people don't even taste the badness. With erythritol, it's extremely bitter to me. I can't even describe how it tastes. It's just really gross. So anyway, I'll go over how everything tastes and kind of neglect to mention the erythritol grossness because most people probably won't even notice that. So with the cinnamon roll, it was dry but moist, if that makes any sense. And it was okay. You have to kind of choke it down a little bit, but it was alright. I'm not sure I would actually buy them, like given the choice, but it was okay for a sugar-free, gluten-free cookie. And this one, I didn't really taste a lot of anything bitter or anything from the sweetener, so that's what I'm trying to look at right now. I didn't even look at it. It was allulose, so maybe that's why it didn't bother me as much. But this one was okay. I did try one of the Ultimas, but unfortunately it had the erythritol in it, so I could only take a few sips, and I kind of had to just go, nope. It was just the aftertaste. Oh, I take that back. It was stevia. It was stevia, which tastes like erythritol to me, but I couldn't do the stevia. Anything with stevia in it, it's gross. It's just bad. But it does not look like there's erythritol, so I apologize. I just remember it was extremely gross. So I'm going to actually look at the actual stick here. Well, it's not a stick, it's a powder, but it's like in a stick form. I had grape, cherry, and lemon, and I tried the lemon. And I just want to see if I can actually... Okay, it's way too small for me to read. So I'm going to assume this was just the stevia, and I don't react well with the stevia. So if stevia doesn't bother you, these will be great. The meat sticks were really good. This one was really, really good. It tasted really good. It was really, really peppery. Of course, it's, you know, all natural, no additives, no hormones, no antibiotics. It was really good. So if you're thinking about buying these, I would totally do it. Now remember, I didn't look up the price on any of these because I really didn't want to know, because I figured they were $3 or $4 a piece, and I'm not into spending that kind of money, but it's really cool to try these, because if you are and you really, really like it, you might want to just invest the money. But these were super good. The granola bar was really good. I didn't have any nasty sugar, artificial sugar taste with the granola bar. It says allulose, found naturally in maple syrup, figs, raisins. So apparently allulose does not bother me at all, because I did not mind eating this. It was chewy because it was all nuts and stuff, but it was very, it's very healthy, obviously, because it had peanuts, almonds, peanut butters, sunflower seeds, the allulose, flax seeds, you know. So this one was really good. I really like the Monk Pack Keto Granola Bar. This one was extremely bitter to me. The KC Keto Connect Keto Bar, chocolate strawberry, and I figured it was kind of like a dark chocolate strawberry, which was bitter, and it was very dark, so I figured dark chocolate, I'm expecting some bitter, but it was bitter. I had to choke this thing down. So let me see. Erythritol, that's why. I can't do erythritol. It's super bitter and gross to me. So I'm sure it was already bitter due to the dark chocolate, but then with the erythritol, it was just, ugh. And it is a solid bar. It was very chewy, but I can't honestly give you a honest taste, because all I tasted was bitter and dry, but I ate it. This one was Kiss My Keto cookie dough. This one was super gross to me. It wasn't just the sweetener, it was just that it was very, very dry, very chalky, and didn't taste like cookie dough to me at all. And, ooh, there's chocolate all over this one. And it was sweetened with stevia extract. So of course it was very, very bitter to me, but if I ignore the bitter, the whole consistency wasn't very good to me. It was just very, I don't know. If you want 19 grams of fat, you know, fantastic if you can choke one down. But again, I haven't had a lot of these bars, so I don't know if there's some really, really, really good ones out there. This one was super dry and hard to get down. This one was super dry and hard to get down. If you ignore the bitter, you know, for me, like if you don't taste the bitter. And this one was really good overall because it didn't have any sweetener in it, and it was just nuts. You know what I mean? And so it was dry, but it was like nuts. You expect that. These guys were just really chalky, really crumbly, really dry. There might be some bars out there that aren't dry. But you know what? I had, way back in the day, I had like a, you know, those diet bars that actually taste like erasers. It's still better than that, than like the Nutrisystem bars and stuff like that. At least when I tried one 10 years ago, 15 years ago. This kosher beef stick was good. It was just like what you would expect for a beef stick. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't mind-blowing or anything. It was just a good beef stick for a kosher one without all the nitrates and stuff in it. Really good. So if you just want a quick beef stick, but there was corn syrup in this one if you're worried. But like I said, this guy was super good. These were really, really good. Sorry if I'm saying a lie, I try not to do that. This is better than good, and these are like potato chips, but not potato chips. They're little puff balls, kind of like Cheeto balls, but really, really good. They were, like, the flavor was awesome. It tasted like ranch. It was a little spicy to me for some reason, so maybe it was the garlic or whatever. But it was so good. I would definitely buy these again. They were super duper uber good. And it's 3 grams of carbs for the whole thing. And remember when I first grabbed it, there was only like here. Well, it was plenty because they're these little balls and there's just like, there was a lot of flavor. I mean, it took me like 2 days to get through these. They were really, really good. So, I'd like more in a bag, but for what we get, it was super good. Again, I don't know how much they cost, so if they're like $5 a bag, I probably wouldn't do it. But they are good. Really, really good. So these were awesome. And these were actually really good too. Keto-friendly smart cakes. They were moist, a tiny bit dry, but mostly like nice and soft and everything. Words. And I did not notice the sweetener taste as much on these. There was a little bit of aftertaste. I really liked the flavor of the actual cake, and the sweetener taste didn't make me miserable. So I'm trying to see. There was erythritol, but it was like 4 grams per cake. So maybe that's why, because they used very, very little of it. Or maybe they just flavored the cake up good enough to where I didn't notice it, because this was the vanilla latte. But these were not bad. With the erythritol, I could tolerate these. And they were really tasty. So those were good. So overall, I mean, all of it was really, really good, except for maybe the 2 bars, because they were so dry. They're really dry and hard to choke down, regardless of whether you taste the sweetener or not. If you just completely take that out of the equation, the flavor of the bars wasn't really awesome to me, and they were kind of hard to eat. But everything else was really good. Like I said, even the chocolate was good until I got to the aftertaste, the stevia aftertaste. So I would eat like, my serving I think is like 5 pieces, and I would eat like 3 pieces and just wait, because then like within 20 minutes that stevia would hit me for like an hour, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done. And the last thing was the cereal, which is in my kitchen. But the cereal was actually pretty good. It tasted a lot like Fruit Loops. Not quite, but you know, it tasted very similar to Fruit Loops. But it did have the sweetener in it, so the bitter does get me. So I'm still eating it. I'm using it with a little bit of milk I had left over at some 2%. And so I really got to watch my carbs on that. But it was okay. So I'll eat like a little bowl here and there. Like one serving was like 3/4 of a cup, I think. And I'll do that with like a tiny, tiny bit of milk on the bottom, just to get them like something in there, so I'm not eating them completely dry. And they're okay, so I will probably get through that box even with the sweetener. But if I do any more than that, the sweetener really, really gets me. So I can do like 3/4 of a cup and be okay. and just have the aftertaste for like an hour or so, because I'm pretty sure that one had all erythritol. But like I said, I just react really, really badly to it. I even Googled it to see why, you know, and it's just genetically, I guess. Some people just do not agree with the erythritol. I think everybody tastes a little bit of bitter with the stevia, but some people taste a lot of bitter, which I do. And then the erythritol is a no-go. So if anybody has any good sweeteners they use that doesn't have that aftertaste, or if anybody else doesn't react well to erythritol and has a good alternative, please let me know in the comments. I heard monk fruit. I haven't tried monk fruit yet. I've been looking for it, but they're always adding erythritol to the monk fruit. So I'm trying to just find like plain monk fruit to try. Because it's supposed to be pretty sweet, because I do want to get completely off the sugar, and I'm not off completely yet because I can't find a good substitute, and I am a sugar addict like most Americans, unfortunately. So yeah, that was it. I was really impressed with the amount of snacks. I really loved everything that didn't have erythritol in it overall. The bars were kind of eh. I'm still on the search for a really good bar. And, you know, if you're in a crunch and you don't taste the erythritol, with 18 grams of fat in this one and 19 grams of fat in this one, you know, plus it's clean ingredients and everything overall, you know, you could do worse, I guess. But for flavor and texture, So, but I'm going to go ahead and cancel my KetoKrate only because I know that most of the stuff you get is sweet. They kind of try to do a little more of a mix. But since everything has erythritol in it, I'm not able to do the boxes. Because keep in mind, I've been keto for 2 years, and I haven't done any sweeteners other than stevia. And I haven't done any treats, any boxes like this, nothing. I just been making my own food. So this was like a lot to kind of cycle into my diet to not blow my carbs. And also, just being exposed to that much erythritol, I think actually made me feel pretty bad for a couple of days. Because I also have other health issues, so I really kind of have to watch it. So I really don't want to try another month of the box just to see if I can tolerate the erythritol, just to feel bad again. But like I said, a lot of people don't even react to it. My boyfriend doesn't even taste it. So he just tastes the sweet. The only bitter he tasted was stevia, and not as bad as I do. So it just depends on if you taste it or not. And if you don't, then this box would be great for you, because most of it is the sweet snacks. Most of the manufacturers are using erythritol, because out of all the artificial sweeteners, it is the best one so far. I mean, it is the healthiest for you and the safest, you know, so I don't blame them for using that. It's just taste-wise, I just can't tolerate it. So if I could get a box with just the savory stuff in it, like just the meat sticks and the chips and you know, I would totally do that. But since you can't and you don't know what you're going to get, which is kind of the fun, I don't want to be stuck with a box that I can't eat or that I can't give away to anybody, because I don't know anybody on keto in person that I can just say, hey, does erythritol bother you? Have all of my snacks. I have no one I can give them to. So, and my boyfriend really won't eat sweet stuff. He was just going after my meat sticks. Basically, I had to fight him off. And then I shared this one with him, half-seas. And then I took like one bite of this one and gave him the rest because I just wanted to be able to taste it. But yeah, I have no one to give all these sweet things to. Or, you know, I'm not doing it with my boyfriend. He's not keto. Where, you know, you could go, okay, this is mine, this is yours, this is mine, this is yours. So I don't want to waste the money on a box, unfortunately, because overall I really enjoyed the box. I just wish there was more stuff I could eat. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel it, and just want to let you guys know, if you haven't tried erythritol, you might want to try it in something before you order one of these boxes, just because you're going to get a lot of product with erythritol in it. And so you might just want to try to something little on the side, like a little bar or something, just to see if you mind the taste. If you already use erythritol and it doesn't bother you at all, fantastic. Go ahead and try the box. You can definitely get a good variety. And so, Like some of these, like, see, now I know I can eat the Monk Pack Keto granola bars without a problem. I really like these. And even the Smart Cakes, because they have such a little amount of the sweetener, that I know I can eat these and just get a little bit of the aftertaste, you know, for a short period of time, but it's worth it because the cake is so good. So it was really good just to educate myself because, like I said, I hadn't been on any artificial sweeteners except the stevia. And so now I know, you know, that I just can't tolerate the erythritol. I also did the Keto Chow, and I did like a sample pack of Keto Chow, and the erythritol bothered me in that too, but I found a way to kind of adjust my mix to tolerate the taste better. So, you know, overall, with the Keto Chow, I can adjust that. I can't adjust the treats in here to make it more tolerable for me. So, but yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I really like the box. I really wish I could keep doing it, but I did cancel it, and I did tell them in there that I just can't tolerate the erythritol. And maybe in the future, maybe some of the boxes will do like savory only. I would love that. I would really love that. But for now, I can't do it. So, and there's the keto box and the KetoKrate, and this one's the KetoKrate. The keto box is, from what I've seen, is pretty much the same thing. They just curate the same way. So all the manufacturers are using erythritol right now, which, like I said, is good for an artificial sweetener. It's great. It's just some of us just can't do the taste. So, all right, you guys, I am rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and go, but that was my impression, and I'm kind of bummed that I can't keep getting it. But that's okay, because I learned a lot. I did enjoy most of what was in the box. Well, maybe 50% of what was in the box. And it was really interesting to just give it a shot. And I did get a discount on my first box. And so, you know, I didn't have to pay full price to just kind of try it out. Too bad it's not for me, but it might be for one of you guys. So, I'll go ahead and put a link down below in the video that is directly to KetoKrate. It's not my link. I don't get anything out of it. It's just to KetoKrate to give you that 15% off. I think it's 15 or 20, I can't remember, off the first box. And that way you can just, if you want to try it out, you can just click down there and just go straight to KetoKrate. Alright, you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.